everybody.
Yes.
I really need a long W.
W!
Give me a short W. Don't give me no walls, no walls. Don't give me no walls, no walls. Just give me that piece. Oh, that valley piece. Hey, can I get a long wall?
No!
Can I get a short wall?
No!
Don't give me no walls, no walls. Don't give me no walls.
The federal government is fast-tracked to build this travesty, this so-called border wall or border fence, including across our campus. In Brownsville, I have a branch campus of the University of Texas at Brownsville that's on the south side of the levee. You're going to build the fence on the north side of the levee. Does that mean that you're going to wall off or fence off our university?
It has a huge environmental impact, socioeconomic impact, economic impact. It has a social impact. It's multi-dimensional. It's multi-universal. It's insane.
But our students embraced that and went out and got involved, and there has been a major sea change, and I've seen it's tangible.
And at this point, I don't see myself as a student leader. I see myself as someone who is in the right place at the absolute wrong time in US
I'm glad
history.
that we're all taking action on this, not just speaking about it in classrooms or signing petitions.
And we're making history. I hope each and every one know this.
So thank you for being here, and I'll just go ahead and give the floor to Ruby.
The academy is one of the few places where students are empowered and expected even to question.
All right, now let's tear this mother down.
3, 2, 1.
We need help, especially down here. This area right around here it's the whole south and west side of the city of Hidalgo. We have drug trafficking, alien trafficking. I would tell you just to hang out after dark in this area, but you don't want to. This is probably our most dangerous area in the McAllen sector. Smugglers would run people either over here or way out over here, and they'd light the brush on fire to keep us out of the area. They try just about anything to get their loads through. Watch us cross the beach. Nothing I put up in here is going to stop anything. And it was never planned to stop them. It was meant to slow them down. Divert them to an area where we can catch them, where there's a certainty of apprehension. If you get 100 people, and if you can't be there to catch them, you may have let 75 very good people, but you've let 25 criminals, 25 people that could do you harm, me harm, our families harm, and we don't want that. And it is a congressional mandate. It was passed by Congress, signed into law by the president, so we have to do it.
I think it was a slip, because I said, oh, I should just been. So I came home from work, and I came home like a Friday evening late, and my aunt, who was still alive, my great aunt, that's her house there, she called me, she said, Hijita, have you seen your backyard? And I said, no. The next day I came over here, and there was a fence here, okay, that my father had constructed. They had torn it down. Who gave you authorization to tear down my fence? And they said, well, we tried to get a hold of you, and we couldn't find you, and one of your neighbors said that it was okay. I said, who? I said, I'm the property owner. My neighbor isn't the property owner. I'm the property owner. It's a sad day when congressional leaders who are supposed to be responsible can fall asleep at the wheel and allow an appointed official in the executive branch to have so much power. So, and by the way, the levee was a lot higher than this. They told us initially that the reason they were building this wall was to keep the terrorists out. Well, we here in the valley know that the terrorists didn't come through the southern border. So, don't tell us over here that you want one little parcel of land and make us feel like guilty that if we don't give up that little parcel of land so we can build these walls to keep America safe, that we're going to be responsible for everybody else in America to have the terrorists come down on them. Well, give me a break. The more I get involved in this, the more I'm appalled that they're willing to put us in a guilt trip for something the governments can't resolve.
I think the overall sentiment north of San Antonio is that the border wall is a good idea just because they don't understand what border life is about. If you have a politician in Washington talk about how it's going to prevent terrorism and stop drug trafficking and stop undocumented immigration, it sounds real great on paper. It's not until you've spent any significant amount of time in the border area that you realize what the truth is behind the message. So it's not the fault of Middle America for supporting this wall. I think it's just a lack of understanding about what border life is really like.
La gente que vive en Matamoros tiene sus familias en Brownsville o viceversa, la gente que vive en Brownsville tiene sus familias allá. Y no nada más en Brownsville y Matamoros, sino es toda la frontera. Te están afectando, o sea, tus relaciones con tu familia, aparte de como una sociedad.
I think somebody whose job it is to draw lines on a map drew lines in a map in a vacuum. They admitted they had not been here. They're probably using Google Earth or their government maps.
What makes us really upset is that if government, and with all the laws that they've had, which they've now waived, hasn't been able to stop immigration, how is these people making a sacrifice going to stop that? How is it fair to ask anyone of that? But at the same time, building a wall along the Canadian border would be just as much of an insult.
Give me a break. We do read the newspaper. We got educated after the Second World War, guess what? And we can read and write and understand and analyze and object, right?